Hello and welcome back to Lumosity. My hand feels like it just got pulled out of a potato factory. Huh? I don't know. I just said that to myself before I started recording this episode as part of my ritual to pump myself up for recording. And that's what came out for some reason. Yeah. Don't ask. What do you mean pump yourself up? Are you a balloon? No, though I do ask myself that question from time to time. No, I do believe, after much thought and many experiments, lots of needles. So many needles. That I'm not a balloon. However, I do get quite deflated at times, and at those times I need to talk like this. My voice gets used in vain. Just like all the time, yes. And, yes, you should do this too, just to practice the range. And it seems a little low today. Anyway, I'm in extreme pain because, I got mauled by the antelope, remember? Well, I had this special bandage, see? Oh, I'm tired of this. Where's the story? You hate the story. Oh, it's better than this. Oh. Yes, well, patience, Patience is a virtue. Just wait or something. Listen, if you want. I'm going to continue talking. Yes, so the mauled antelope. The antelope mauling wound. It hurts. And, well, anyway, I put this special bandage on it. A bandage that is supposed to last until the wound is healed. Well, yeah. Yeah, that's for non-antelope wounds. Probably for shark bites or something. No, this is an antelope mauling, and those are serious. So it bled and bled and bled. Today, the bandage finally soaked all the way through. It was just one big red thing, because I didn't realize it was transparent, but, well, apparently it is. And yes, it was just red, just everywhere. Yeah, it was bad. So anyway, I was all like, there's some blood. Oh, I hate blood. I want to see them. I'm going to get rid of it. Well, bad move, myself. Because in order to get rid of blood, I had to see the blood up close. Ah! But it's not just blood, of course. No, I'm going to describe this in painful detail. Painful detail. Ah! It's painful thoughts. So, most bandages cover up wounds. That this is a special bandage given to me by the person who, it is included in a story that I will read to you from my thoughts later in this episode, maybe next episode. Because, yes, I need to make up an episode, so maybe today. Anyway, this bandage melds with the wound itself. Normally, that's a good thing. It provides the infrastructure for the healing process to build upon. Regeneration, in the ideal case, would be full and complete. Good as new, basically. But, yeah, it's soaked through, and I didn't think, maybe it's good. Maybe you're supposed to do that. I didn't think so. It looked bad. So anyway, I jerked that thing out, and before I could put it back in, I saw it melted something fierce on these fibers that were still latching on, and I tried to pull them off, and I just kept pulling. and it kept pulling this ooze. There was, and the wound just, I guess, healing it. It just kept pulling out painfully, and I could just feel my life just going away with that string. Ah! And I was like an inch away, and finally broke and popped back in there for jolt. But of course, it's not. It's the stuff, but it's no longer in the right position. I didn't know how to force it back, so I just mashed it up with another bandage, and blah blah. It's done. Healed. Oh dear. Painful stuff. All right, ready for a story? Well, it's the end of the last story, so try to not say okay. Yeah, that's a good sport. It's not, but it's still a sport. All right. You in the... Ouch. These trains. Thoughts going where they should be. Again. Yeah, so you've earned... Oh, man, green. Again with the... Oh, gosh. Alright. This story is called The Illustrated Man by Ray Bradbury. Oh, but wait, there's a collection of stories. Yes, I know that. But know this. Whether it is a collection of stories or not, I read this story that was named that, and it was in a book containing Ray Bradbury stories called Ray Bradbury. Rather, just Bradbury. 100 of his most celebrated tales. So they're not very celebrated, but they're still quite awesome. I think you'll agree. Obviously, I don't know you. And I'm going to tell it to you, yes? The Illustrated Man, one story. Whether it's in the book or not, I know not. You know, the Illustrated Man book. But, anyway, enough fanfare, enough introduction. Now for the story. Oh, here comes the pain. Oh! Once upon a time, there was a really, really morbidly fat dude. Oh, I don't like the direction of this story already. And his name was Bob. That's offensive to everyone named Bob. Not really. Bob is a generic name. Oh, you're not making it any better. Yes, well, stop interrupting me and I might get this story done by the end of next episode. Okay. Say, you see, Bob is fat. He's badly fat. He's like, alright, let's try to explain. So, imagine the most fat person you know. Now imagine them if they were 100 million times fatter. Now, throw that image out the window because that's not what this guy is at all, but he's still pretty fat. And so fat that he gets hired as a freak for the local circus. Maybe, I don't remember if it's local or not, but it was a circus. And they were like, we need a fat man to be the Illustrated Man. What's an Illustrated Man, you say? Well, I didn't say that. Shut up. An Illustrated Man is some really fat dude who carries tattoos that tell a story, or maybe just look nice, whatever. In the book, this man's stories tell stories that are in the book. You know, the short stories in the book. But maybe this is like a story, you know, of the guy who was the Illustrated Man who had the tattoos that told all the stories. I don't know. What I do know is I tried to press down there and I forgot it doesn't work that way. Still chalkboard challenge on me equals is down. Not really. Okay, so the illustrated man, he's fat. He's a circus performer. But, of course, every circus performer has his day. And, well, this guy's day is about up. He's been an illustrated man for years and years. But everybody who goes to the circus goes again and again and again. Keeps the circus running because nobody else wants to go. I'm never going to the circus. Is a scary place. They've got clowns. I want to be exposed to that. I hate clowns. They're scary. Have you ever seen killer clowns from outer space? Clowns are scary, never doubt it. And they want your soul. Or maybe just your meat. Who knows? They're bad. So anyway, I don't like circuses, and this guy's a circus guy, but I like this guy. He's a murderer. Gotta like a guy like that. But anyway, he's not a murderer yet, that's the story. Wait for it. So he's been a circus performer for me. Okay, next episode and this episode are now one. Get over it. Okay, new story. And since we have to keep a schedule here, next episode is actually the second part of this episode, but an episode in its own right, because this one's now over by dictum of me as of Sunday, July 27th, 2014, and to 4 a.m. Until next time, goodbye. Thanks for watching, by the way, and yeah, goodbye.